Okay, we are just over a minute into the JV game here at West Rutland. We got the Golden Horde playing Poultney Blue Devils. West Rutland's got a 5-0 lead on 5 straight points by Kyle Laughlin. 2 on a layup early and a 3-pointer. Keen Wright Chapman, nice drive, puts it up off the glass. Matt Hart with the rebound, puts it up for 2. So West Rutland on the floor for West Rutland, Eric Maxim, Matt Hart, Kyle Laughlin, Keen Wright Chapman, and Drake Jankowski are the 5 starters for West Rutland. For the JV, we got Keen Nijin, Jacob Allen, number 14, Casati, Rico Casati. Number 54, Richard Holcomb. Ball's deflected. Throws it up off the backboard, rebound down to Matt Hart. Gets it to Eric Maxim, pushes it in the front court, driving. Sidesteps his man. Gets it to Drake Jankowski at the top of the key. Eric Maxim puts it on the floor, gets it to Matt Hart, short corner. Jumpers up, no good. Kyle Laughlin fighting for the rebound. Brought down by Diangen. Crosses up into the lane, up and good for 2. 7-2, West Rutland lead. 3 minutes into the game, 5:10 to go. Eric Maxim up top, crosses a man over, kicks it to Keaton, Wright Chapman. Down the corner to Drake Jankowski, short corner, up off the glass, rebound to Maxim. Goes in, up, hits the side of the backboard. Matt Hart with the rebound, and looks like he got fouled on the shot, so he'll be going line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go on number 54, Holcomb. Got a sub coming in for Poultney at the next available, which is Mason Hutchins. First one is off the back of the iron. 4:55, 7-2 lead for West Rutland Golden Horde. JV has won every one of their games so far on the season. Looked really good doing it. Second one bounces around and falls in for Matt Hart. West Rutland is deploying some high pressure here, looking to try to speed up the game, it looks like. Ball's thrown in the corner. Kyle Laughlin goes for the... Kyle Laughlin tried going for the steal, missed it, gave him a jumper, and then frustration foul. Frustration foul on Kyle Laughlin, reaching him from behind. New player in, number 40 it looks like, who is not on the program. 22 up, and I believe Kyle Laughlin might have just picked up his second foul. And he did. The basket is good, and number 22, Jacob Allen, will go to the line to shoot 1. So Allen at the line to shoot 1, try completing the 3-point play. It's up, bounces around and falls through. Another sub in for Poultney, also not on the program, number 10. Ball in the backcourt to Eric Maxim, dribbling up, crosses the timeline, hesitation dribble, kicks it to Matt Hart in the corner. Matt swings it up to Chapman, Chapman to Laughlin, Laughlin back to Chapman. Little stutter step, back to Laughlin, back to Chapman. Takes a step, gets it to Matt Hart in the short corner. Ball's up, no good. Rebound down to Drake Jankowski to Laughlin. Short, and last touch by Poultney. The inbounding underneath the basket. Checking into the game for West Rutland, Riley Dow, coming in for Laughlin. Ball's into Dow. Great inbound. Last JV game, he sealed his man, and they were able to get that in. Got hacked on the play, didn't get it to fall, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 8-5 West Rutland lead. About the halfway point of the first quarter. First one's up and good. Riley Dow has always consistently shot foul shots really, really well, even back in the day when I coached these guys in 5th grade. Hopefully I didn't jinx them. Second one's up. That ball's loose on the floor, chasing it down. Nice save by Poultney. Number 10 crosses the timeline with the ball. Gonna be guarded by Keaton Wright Chapman. Kick to the corner to 52 Walker. Walker into the post. Big presence in there in the post. Dow grabs the rebound, gets it to Maxim. Maxim's looking to push it up the floor. Little hesitation dribble, crosses the man up. Tries going through the legs, gets caught up on the long shorts. Chapman working his man. Gives it to Maxim. Maxim gets it over to Jankowski. Jankowski looked at a deep 3. Eric Maxim cuts in the lane, drops it off to Drake Jankowski. Up and good. 3-pointer for Jankowski. So 12-5 lead for the Golden Horde. Ball comes across the timeline, number 10. Throws over to 40. And it's off his hands and out of bounds. Jankowski to inbound it. Gets it to Maxim in the backcourt. 3 minutes to go, roughly, here in the first quarter. Jankowski gets the ball swatted back to him. Drives and looks like they called the block. So number 40 picks up his first foul. That's already 4 team fouls for Poultney. Quick inbound from Jankowski to Hart. That play's worked twice in a row now. 14-5, Golden Horde in the lead. Chapman pressuring the ball up top, kicked it to the short corner. Dow's doing a nice job. Picked up by Eric Maxim, and he gets fouled by Walker in the backcourt. It's already 5 team fouls, and that's Walker's second. So Jankowski's going to put it into play in the backcourt to Eric Maxim. Eric Maxim comes up across the timeline. Looks like Poultney's going to run a zone here. Get it into Dow in the middle of that zone. Gets it to Maxim, puts it on the floor. Dribble drive, gets close off. Kicks it to Hart, but shuffled his feet before he put it on the deck, so travel in violation on West Rutland. 14-5, 2:36 to go. Number 10's bringing the ball up for Poultney. Looks like West Rutland's going to stay with their man-to-man. It's worked pretty well so far. Ball up top, throws it off Matt Hart's leg. No kick violation because his foot was on the ground. Maxim dribbles it off his knee and then bounces it off the Poultney player. Nice stutter step through for Jankowski for an easy bucket, 16-5. Ball into the post, number 54, Jankowski. Great defense other than he put his hand in the middle of the kid's back. He's questioning that, but clearly had his hand in the top of his back on that one. So 15 foul. Drake Jankowski is, that's his first. So we line up in a line, ball's in play. Riley Dow knocks it right back to the Poultney player out of bounds and earns the ball back for West Rutland. Great hands by Riley Dow to deny that pass. And the Poultney player tried stepping in before grabbing it, but wasn't able to do it. Maxim comes up across the timeline, kicks it to Jankowski, thinking about a deep one, really deep, off the iron. Great rebound by Riley Dow. Nice block by number 54, Holcomb. Nice move by Dow. Nobody stopping the ball here. 30 goes in, up off the front of the iron and in. Maxim picks the ball up, drives past his man, decides to go all the way to the hoop, up off the iron, no good. And the ball, looks like Maxim didn't reset his feet, touched the ball for an illegal touch. So number 10 bringing it up across the timeline. West Rutland has come in with another new player. Michael Barrett has come into the game for West Rutland. It looks like they might be trying to run a 1-3-1 right now. what it's looking like. Number 30, hesitation, dribble, up and long. Maxim with the rebound on the backside, looking to push it. Gets the ball forward. Jankowski stutter step, and I think that, oh, they have it going the other way. I thought the Poultney player might have knocked it off Jankowski's leg, but last touch by Poultney. So inbounds it, gets it to Maxim. Up top. Laying off him. It would be interesting to see if Maxim, thought Maxim might pull up for the jumper there, drew the man and hit Dow down in the low post for a great bucket. Right, Dow was a man among men down in that low post. If he can get into that position, I don't think anybody's going to move him off it. West Rutland's doing a great job closing down the driving lanes. Ball goes into 30 at the foul line. Good hands by Matt Hart. 3-pointers up, no good. Mikey Barrett picks up the rebound. Gets it over to Maxim. Maxim picks it up, gets it to Jankowski down in the corner, who draws the foul on number 30, Nijin. So with 10.9 seconds to go in the first quarter, the next foul will put West Rutland in the bonus for the remainder of the half. You can see a lot of foul shots here, I think, to close out this first half. Jankowski is working the ball. Then line tries to find. So I think he was thinking that there wasn't much time on that. The low-hanging metal bar in the center of the gym ate that one up. 5.8 seconds, gets it into Maxim's hands. Maxim to Barrett. Barrett running shot off the backboard, no good. So at the end of one, the West Rutland Golden Horde have a lead of 18-7 over Poultney. We'll be taking a timeout here and be back after a short break. We're back in action here at the West Rutland Hinchy Gymnasium with West Rutland playing defense on the alternate possession. Poultney with the ball up top. Kicks it to number 22, Allen. Allen back to Nijin. Nijin, a couple dribbles. Kicks it to the corner, 52, Walker. Walker into the post. And not sure who they got. A lot of white traffic around it. So Keaton Wright Chapman will pick up his second foul, looking for the block from behind. Got into the player's back a little bit, I guess. So Casati at the line to shoot two. First one high off the glass and rims out. Second attempt. Is up. Off the back iron, no good. Drake Jankowski rips the ball down. Comes across the timeline, kicks it to Chapman. Chapman kicks it to Maxim. Maxim over to Laughlin. Couple dribbles into traffic. Maxim gets it back on the steal, puts the ball on the floor, gets it over to Jankowski. Jankowski thinking about the shot, puts it on the floor, running one-hander. Nice make by Drake Jankowski, short corner, one-handed runner. It's a shot that I see a lot of these guys working on in the gym on a regular basis. Probably driving everybody nuts in the crowd because they're not using the backboard, but seems to work. Number 30 dribbles, picks up his dribble, surrounded by West Rutland players. Great box out by Keaton, Wright Chapman. Picks up the foul on Casati. And that foul right there, with 6:53 to go in the first half, has a Golden Horde in the bonus. So Wright Chapman to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 20-7, West Rutland. Bonus time for West Rutland. It's up and good. So West Rutland will get one more attempt on the make of the 1-and-1. So Chapman on the line for his second. Takes a couple dribbles, spins it, it's up, and short, misses everything. And you can tell that that's a little embarrassing for him. The NBA players do it. Keaton shouldn't worry about that one. I saw it on the highlights or lowlights on SportsCenter the other night. Nijin shuffles his feet and gets called for the travel. So Jankowski's gonna inbound the ball to Maxim in the backcourt. They come back with Hutchins, who's a big body down in the post. I think they're trying to eliminate some of those inside presence. Gets it to Laughlin, sets his feet for the three. Off the rim, no good. Wright Chapman gets trapped in the corner, kicks it out to Maxim. And he's going to go back to the line to shoot 1-and-1. So Allen picks up his second. A lot of fouls for early in the game. West Rutland in the bonus. Poultney's not far off. 2 more on West Side, and they'll be in the bonus as well. So first one for Chapman is up and good. So the first one, those last 2 times at the line, the first one on the 1-and-1 was really pure. Let's see if he follows through on this one. He kind of short-armed it last time and came up a little bit short. Second one's up, and that one's good. So that'll take the pressure off him there a little bit and get a smile on his face. Poultney bringing the ball up across the timeline. Allen with the ball, fires it over the top. Too high for everybody. Maxim picks up the ball in the backcourt. He's dribbling it up, letting his player set. Dribbles past Allen, kicks it to Chapman in the corner, swings it to Laughlin to Maxim. Maxim puts it on the deck, gets trapped up, and get a 3-second violation called on one of the West Rutland players down in the post. So Dow's going to come out for a rest, and Tyler Sanderson will be coming into the game. So Mason finally got his name, number 10, is in the game. He's dribbling it, and I think so Keaton Wright Chapman just picked up his 3rd foul on a trip. So next one is in the bonus time. Ball's up from Allen, off the rim, down to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to take it across the timeline. Kicks it to Drake Jankowski in the corner. Shots off the iron, no good. Chapman, 1 dribble, picks it up, kicks it over to Eric Maxim. Little stutter step in, through, up off the rim and off the backboard and back in. Good ball movement. Everybody's yelling, shoot it to Maxim. He likes to drive. His dribble drive is his favorite play. And we got a held ball. Got a held ball. I don't know what happened there. It looked like a West Rutland player got a little upset with. I think it stays that way, Smitty. I don't think you changed it on the last one because they just gave it to White on that jump. So the ball's in play. Jankowski giving to Maxim. Maxim dribbles, drives, and gets held up on his way through. So he's going to go to the line. It's still the 1-and-1 bonus. Next one, we'll put him in the 2-shot bonus. So number 30, Nijin picks up his 2nd foul. Eric Maxim at the line shooting 1-and-1. 25-7 lead for Golden Horde. Ball's up off the very back of the iron and kind of just killed it dead, and it rolled in. So second shot on this 1-and-1 bonus is up by Maxim. Rolls around the rim and out. It's brought down. Nijin picks up the ball. Maxim gets a hand on it, but he's able to control it. Forces the shot up off the glass. Comes down to number 40, which is Mason. Mason shots off the back iron. He gets his own rebound. Good hustle move by Mason. Kyle Laughlin picks off the pass, dribbling up the court. And he's going to be called for a charge. Dipped his shoulder. dipped his shoulder into the player, and that, I think, is going to be Kyle's third foul. So West Rutland has a little bit of foul trouble right now. They got 3 players with 3. So next foul, Poultney would be shooting the 1-on-1. 4:42 to go here, 26-7 lead for West Rutland Golden Horde. Mikey Barrett's back in for Laughlin. He's working the ball top. Eric Maxim on Mason. Oh, sorry, Myers. Kicks it in the corner. Mikey Barrett picks off the pass. Dribbling the ball up off the glass, and it's good. 28-7, Mikey Barrett with the bucket. Matt Hart with a pick and the steal, dribbling in, dishes it to Drake Jankowski, does a fadeaway. Maxim gets it, takes a couple dribbles, picks the ball up, floater off the glass, no good. Ball's batted around, and it's actually going to stay with the Golden Horde. Last touch by the Poultney Blue Devils. Ball's into T-Bones. Tyler Sanderson and get a nice block. Ball's thrown out to the outside. The outlet over to Holcomb was a little bit too high. He was able to catch up to it, but by the time he caught up to it, he's out of bounds. Kicks it out to Eric Maxim on the inbound. Turns the corner, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Mikey Barrett. Might have shuffled his feet, but he got away with it. Jankowski up, and good. Play that you don't often see, but Jankowski's got the opportunity to go and make this a 4-point play. I didn't see it, I was watching the flight of the ball, but I think on the box out, the player ran through him after the shot attempt. So the bucket is good. And Jankowski to go to the line to see if he can make it a 4-point play. 31-7 lead for the Golden Horde. So 3:33 to go here in the first half. 31-7, West Rutland Golden Horde with the lead. Ball's up from Jankowski, and he can't finish off the 4-point play. Matt Hart grabs the rebound, gets his feet tangled up and trips, and he gets called for the travel. So Golden Horde looks like they're gonna drop back into a zone. Looks like it's a man-to-man. Look like they're set up in a 1-3-1. Nice steal by Sanderson. Sanderson gets it to Hart, gets it to Maxim, kicks it to Jankowski in the corner. Little stutter step, little runner short of the rim. West Rutland one and done. Nice rebound by Poultney. Number 40, Myers picking up his dribble. Tyler Sanderson gets into the post to Matt Hart. Nice little one-handed turn shot there, like almost an underhanded scoop, but it's good. Maxim brings the ball up, across the timeline, hesitates, gets it back to Jankowski, and puts it up, and it's no good. Tyler Sanderson grabs the rebound, and it looks like they called him for a tie-up before he was able to rip that one away. So in the alternate possession, Poultney will get the ball back. Allen brings the ball up across the timeline. Having a hard time finding good inside looks in this West Rutland man-to-man. Close to a 5-second count. That ball's up and off the backboard. It's like Mikey Barrett probably picked up that foul. 41, oh, he got it on Tyler Sanderson. So, Mason at the line to shoot 2. And that one's a little wide to the left. So 1 shot left for Poultney. Ball's up. That one's no good as well, off the backboard. Allen made the save, but saved it right to Maxim. He's crossing up his man, kicks it into Tyler Sanderson in the post. He's trying to throw it back out to Maxim. And and the pressure forced a bad pass up over the top. So ball's into play. Maxim's going to bring it up across the timeline. Kicks it to Mikey Barrett. Mikey Barrett up with a shot, no good. Matt Hart comes in, crashing on the rebound. Back to Barrett. Barrett gets fouled on his way to the basket. 52, Walker, and that's his third. So he has several players on both of these teams with 3 fouls. Mikey Barrett at the line, shoot 2. First one's up, and it's off the back iron. So one more for West Rutland Golden Horde. And entering the game for the first time for Poultney is Calvin Brooks, which most of the people in West Rutland probably remember. He came over and joined the soccer team this fall as a Poultney player on our joint team. So Poultney gets the rebound. The second one is no good, and they're bringing the ball over the timeline. It's like they're just trying to slow it down a little bit. Dribble drive, ball's up and off the glass. Another bucket by number 54, Holcomb. Done a nice job down in that post. He's got to get their last 2 buckets. Maxim with the pass over to Jankowski. Mikey Barrett gets the ball picked off his hand, but last touch by Poultney's Mason. So the ball's coming in, gets it into Maxim, drives, kicks it to Sanderson, and Sanderson goes up off the glass. A little bit too strong, the ball doesn't fall, but Sanderson will go to the line to shoot 2. And a lot of foul shots attempted. This has been a very slow-moving first half here at West Rutland. First one's up and good. Rattles it home. I think that's Sanderson's first point of the night. Second one is up. And that one is wide right. Yeah, it looks like it must have missed everything because the official's blowing it dead on the violation. So minute 20 to go, 32-11. Golden Horde securely in the lead. Mason's going to bring the ball up across the timeline. Looking to throw it into Holcomb. Mikey Barrett gets the steal, takes off, gets tripped up. Oh, I have that. Myers and Mason. I got it backwards. Sorry. Thank you. I just got a correction from the scorer's table. The Poultney scorekeeper. I've been calling number 10 Mason, and number 10 is actually Myers, and 40 is Mason. So my apology to those 2 players if you're watching this at a later date. Mikey Barrett, first one up is good. 33-11, 22-point lead for the Golden Horde. And Barrett goes to the line for one more. The second one is good as well. So Myers is going to bring the ball up across the timeline now that I got the name situated. Little hesitation dribble. Kicks the ball down in the corner of the post. Jankowski all over the player from behind. I'm not sure if they got it on Jankowski or if they got Sanderson on that one. Both in position to pick up the foul. Yep. So that was Jankowski on the backside. There was 2 guys there. I wasn't sure who they were going to award that foul to. That's now 2 for Jankowski. Mason at the line. Bounces around, gets a very unfriendly bounce, and it rolls off the front. So second one. 1 left. This one goes up. And that one is short. Picked up the rebound. Barrett picks up the rebound, dribbling the ball, and then just throws it out of bounds. So Myers brings it up across the timeline again. Gets around Barrett. Ball's up. No good. Michael Barrett picks it up. Eric Maxim running with the ball. Looking to find somebody, gives it to Jankowski, who hits it into Sanderson. Sanderson up and off the backboard and good. The West Rutland team's made a living in the post. They've hit some outside shots, but they're scoring a lot of buckets down in the post. Kicks out to Brooks. Brooks throws it across to Mason. Mason is short on his shot. Eric Maxim, little stutter step. Might have held that ball a little bit. Runs the length of the court, drops it in for the final bucket of the half. 38-11. Quite the half for West Rutland here at the Hinchy Gymnasium. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for second half action here. Okay, start of action here in West Rutland for the third quarter. Got Maxim, Laughlin, Hart, Chapman, and Jankowski. And a little sloppiness by West Rutland, and they turned the ball over, but no harm. Ball over the top. Maxim trying to hit the home run pass to Chapman, but Nigel did a nice job of deflecting that ball. So West Rutland will inbound it on the sideline. Jankowski looking for somebody to get it into, gets it to Chapman, kicks it up to Maxim. Maxim puts it on the deck over to Laughlin, takes one dribble, gets it to Hart in the short corner. Back to Laughlin. Not a lot of ball movement off the ball for West Rutland right now. Skip pass over to right Chapman. Back to Laughlin. Back to Maxim. One dribble back up to the top to Chapman. Chapman, a couple dribbles, gets to the short corner. Little hesitation step. Nice find on Kyle Laughlin. Two players went with Chapman to the corner. Left Laughlin in the low post wide open. Allen brings the ball up for Poultney. Across the timeline. Lefty dribbling, pass over Nigel. Down into the corner to 52, which is Walker. Back to Nigel. Puts the ball on the deck. Covered well by Maxim. Picks it up the dribble. Flipped up towards the basket. That's Holcomb again. He's a big post presence. He's got a nice little flip pass or flip shot that goes in pretty often for him. Nice inside position by Laughlin, gets a rebound off the mat. Hart miss, up and good. 42-13. Allen brings it up across the timeline. Kicks the ball to the side. Right Chapman gets a hand in, but able to corral it was Casati. Nigel with the ball. Goes to the corner, throws it back. This is gonna be backcourt unless Matt Hart beats him there. Matt Hart beats him. Dribble, up off the glass, gets fouled. So good hustle play by Matt Hart. Could have just let that go and West Rutland would have had the ball on the violation, but his hustle allowed him to get in and attempt the layup and gets fouled. So he's gonna shoot two. Matt Hart at the line, first one's up and good. 43-13. West Rutland now in the lead by 30. Entering the game is Hutchins for Poultney. And also entering the game is number 10, Mars. Second one's up for Matt Hart and good. Number 40, Mason is going in for number 52, Walker. So now on the point is going to be Mars, dribbling across the timeline. Gets a screen. Got a mismatch in the post if they find it. And the ball's deflected by Jankowski. Laughlin brings it up across the timeline. Flips it over to Chapman. Chapman a couple dribbles to the center of the lane. Flips it down. Tries to find Jankowski down in the low post. Deflected away. Last touch by Poultney. Inbound from Jankowski. Ball's kicked into Matt Hart, kicks it back into Jankowski. Stutter step, kicks it back out to Hart. Hart up and good for two. Myers bringing the ball up across the timeline. Maxim's got Myers, little crossover dribble, little stutter, picks up his dribble. Tries to find the guy in the back door. Ball's poked away by Chapman, picked up by Jankowski. Jankowski's pushing it. Step through, up off the glass and good. So the ball back in Mars' hands, kicks it to the side to Mason. Mason's long on his jumper. Rebound brought down by Laughlin, gets it to Maxim. Maxim's pushing the ball up the sideline. Looks like he's gonna push it up and off the glass, no good. Gets the steal, Maxim gets the steal, going in on a layup. Contact, layup is no good, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. So Maxim will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up. And he matched Keaton. And he gets laughter from his friends. Chapman is really finding that funny because he did it earlier in the game, so Maxim gets the second one. A little more legs in this one, I think. And that one's off the back of the iron, no good, but great rebound by Jankowski, and then gets it ripped away. Good hands, gets back to Maxim, finds Jankowski on the dish. No good. Myers is dribbling the ball. Gets it almost picked away by Maxim. Mason puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble. Finds the big guy down in the post. And gonna get Jankowski on the push, I think, down in the post. Big number 50, Hutchins, had found good post position on him. Jankowski was trying to keep him from rolling to the basket, and gets called for the push. The ball's inbounded off Mason's face. Laughlin picks up the dribble, driving in. Pull-up jumper for Laughlin. 49-13, 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Myers has got the ball, dribbling at the top, covered by Maxim. Give it to Mason. Mason throws it into the post. A little underhand scoop. It's worked well. Jankowski rips down the rebound, gets it to Chapman. Chapman stumbles, loses the ball, gets it to Jankowski. Jankowski, a couple dribbles, kicks it to Chapman in the corner for 3. That shot is good. 52-13. Ball's thrown into play. Here comes Myers, dribbling in, kicks it to the corner. To Walker. Walker up off the front of the rim. And Jankowski just picked up his 4th on that. So I believe they called that on the floor because they didn't give him the bucket. And Jankowski's going to stay on the floor. So my guess is that maybe Jankowski's going to be saved for a quarter for the varsity game tonight, because you would think that coach would want to pull him out with this much time. Maxim gets the ball off the steal, up, off the backboard, and good on the layup. Calvin Brooks with the ball, dribbling, gets it over to Myers. Myers coming across the timeline. Eric Maxim picking him up. Ball's on the deck. Good hustle play by both teams, but he gets to Mason. Mason puts it on the deck. Dribble drive, forces Hart down in deep in the lane. Jankowski down with the rebound. Comes across the timeline, kicks it to Maxim over on the side, takes a couple dribbles, finds Hart in the short corner, kicks it back up to Maxim, finds Riley Dow in the short corner on the backside. Shots up, no good. Second shot, Matt Hart on the rebound, no good as well. Ball's pushed up the court. Myers crossing the timeline with the ball. They've had a lot of success. And illegal screen there set by Hutchins. Coming up, trying to set the high screen and roll as point guard. Started running the player before he was able to get set, so moving screen called. So Maxim comes across the timeline, finds Jankowski in the wing, looking at a deep 3, gets it back to Maxim, kicks it over to Hart, one dribble in, sets his feet, ball's off, T-bones off the back of the rim and misses. So Mason with the ball, dribbles up across the timeline. Gonna drive, looks like kicks the ball to Walker to Myers. Mason gets blocked by Hart, but they call it on a foul, and it looks like it was signaled by the official that was a three-pointer. It was a three-point attempt. So Matt Hart goes for the block and must have got part of the body there. So Mason will go to the line to shoot 3. First one's up and off the rim, no good. 2 more to go. Be interesting to see how the players react because you don't see a lot of three-shot attempts. Second one is up. And had one player moving. So now the ball's live after this shot. So last attempt of the 3. And that one, and we got a violation. I'm not sure who he got. Violation on White. I'm not sure. I saw movement on the far side. I don't know if he got Dow or Jankowski there. I think there's a little hesitation in the shot. And so, for the 4th time, Mason's up there. That one's up, rattles around, no good. Tyler Sanderson comes down with the rebound, kicks it to Maxim. Maxim comes up across the timeline, dribble drive, in the traffic, and they're gonna count it. So Eric Maxim decides to take it at the biggest player on the court. Draws a hack and puts it in up off the backboard. Goes to the line to shoot 1. That one's off the back of the rim. And gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. So he's not shooting his foul shots well, but I think he's got both rebounds on his second miss. Mason with the ball, puts it on the floor, driving on Matt Hart. Walks him down deep, nice finish. Mason with a really nice shot. Walked Matt Hart down in the center of the lane and was able to put it up. Looked really good. Ball's from Maxim over to Jankowski, another 3. Tyler Sanderson was in fighting for the ball. Matt Hart driving. And I thought there might have been contact. Everybody stopped. Nice step through by Jankowski. We're under a minute to go, 60-15. So Myers bringing it across the timeline. Gonna work in against Maxim, gets in the lane, kicks it back out. Mason up again. Fires over the top of Hart. Dow grabs the rebound, kicks it to Maxim. 30 seconds to go. See what West Rutland wants to do here. And looks like they wanted to push it. Maxim gets back. Myers dribbling across the timeline, dribbling at the top. Under 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Kicks it to Mason. Mason to Myers. 3-point attempt, and it's short and out of bounds. 9.6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 60-15. Ball's into Eric Maxim. He's got 7 seconds left. Kicks it to Jankowski. Matt Hart just forces it up. I don't think they were realizing how much time was left. You still on? Okay, so we're going to stay here. 60-15. A little better flow to that quarter. Still quite a few fouls. 3 for the Golden Horde and 4 for the Poultney Blue Devils. So 3rd quarter to go. It looks like they are going to have a really short bench because they just sent 2 of the players to the locker room that I guess are going to dress with the varsity for part of the night. So at least West Rutland with a 6-man bench, or a six-man team, 1 guy on the bench. So it looks like there's going to be plenty of playing time to go around on the Golden Horde side. I also have some fouls to concern ourselves with. Keaton Wright Chapman's got 3, Kyle Laughlin's got 3. I think everybody else on the floor is in pretty good shape for the Golden Horde. Poultney's going to come out with Nigel, Walker, Allen Holcomb, who's been a very good post player for him. He's got a nice little underhand flip shot that's worked really well for him. And the last player for Poultney right now is Casati. Nigel puts it on the floor, shots up, no good. Rebound comes down to Kyle Laughlin, dribbling the ball, and gonna get called for a hold. Nigel was in good position, but he stuck his arm out and didn't allow Laughlin to get the sideline. So Kyle Laughlin looks like he's running the point now. Riley Dow coming up to set the screen. Mikey Barrett with the screen. Laughlin loses his dribble, and we're gonna get a held ball. And should be white ball on the alternating possession. So West Rutland's gonna inbound it with Wright Chapman. Trying to get the ball in. Throws over the top to Laughlin. Laughlin makes a nice grab just short of the midcourt line. Fires the ball into Keaton Wright Chapman. Gets trapped in the corner. Dribbles out to the corner. Kicks it up to Laughlin. Laughlin dribbling around up top. Gets it to Mikey Barrett. Mikey Barrett jacks up the three. No good. Tyler Sanderson tips the ball. Good hustle play by him. Chapman comes in and scoops it up. Puts the ball on the deck. Kicks it to Laughlin. Laughlin puts up the three. That one's deep as well. Rebound comes down to Casati. Casati's pushing up the court. Loses possession of the ball. And it looks like he's... That's what I thought I saw. There was a correction there. They gave it to West Rutland originally, but it was deflected by West Rutland out of bounds on that drop pass. So Poultney's going to throw it in. Nigel gives it to Holcomb down in the post, up and off the rim. Nice rebound by Chapman. Chapman's going to bring it up across the timeline. It's like they're alternating who's running the point with this group that's out here right now. Pivots on his man. Tries dropping the pass off Tries dropping off the pass to Mikey Barrett, but the ball goes out. Almost wound up in Matt Hart's hands, but Matt's sitting on the bench. Holcomb gets down in the post, gets called for a double dribble. I think Riley Dow was getting in position, looking for that little scoop, one-handed shot. I think he was looking for that big block. So Laughlin's up top. Looks like they're setting up a play. Thought I heard him yell out 41. Mikey Barrett takes a couple dribbles, gets his pocket picked. Ball's picked up, coming in. Tries to get the ball to the backside. Allen over to Casati, but gets kicked out of bounds by Barrett. Casati to get inbound it. Throws it into Walker. Walker goes deep on it. Mikey Barrett with the rebound, flips it over to Laughlin. Laughlin dribbles up across the timeline. So West Rutland, here Laughlin yelling out, set it up. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett takes a couple dribbles, a little bit of a crossover. Gets it to Riley. Dow over to Wright Chapman. Puts it on the deck. Comes across, kicks it over to Laughlin. Looks like they're trying to reset it again. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett puts it on the deck. Running one-hander, high off the backboard, no good. And last touch by the Golden Horde. So Poultney will be inbounding the ball under their own defensive basket. The ball comes in from Casati to Allen. Allen dribbles slowly up to the timeline. Crosses into the timeline. Barrett's going to pick him up. Kicks over to Nigel. Nigel puts it on the deck. Shots up and good. Laughlin dribbling the ball up. Looks like they're going to employ a little bit of pressure. Going man defense. Wright Chapman gets hit on the shot, but no call. Nigel dribbling up to the court, comes in, flying one-handed runner off the backboard, no good. Barrett picks it up. Wright Chapman finds Laughlin over the top, but a little bit high. If he was 2 inches taller, that would have been an easy layup. I think Keaton was excited about how wide open Kyle was on that play and just threw it a little bit high. Nigel puts it on the deck, sets his feet, kicks it back to Walker. Walker puts it on the floor, and we're gonna get a hand check on Sanderson. And that's only Tyler's second. Team foul 4, so we're still quite a ways away from the bonus, so a little bit better. We're not shooting as many foul shots here in the second half. 4:35 to go, 60-17. Shot comes up short. Sanderson grabs a rebound, picks it up, throws it to Chapman. Chapman dribbles up across the timeline. Dribbling around. His man just leaves him, and he's able to get all the way to the rim. That ball was fired out on an outlet. It bounced off the Poultney player right back to Tyler Sanderson, and I think he was caught so far off guard that he didn't know what to do, and he wound up like traveling with the ball before he was able to step through. So Allen comes across the timeline, gives it to Mason. That one comes up short. Holcomb, oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, Holcomb down in the post, and he gets fouled. So foul to number 21, Riley Dow. It's only his first, so. The look on Wright Chapman's face, thought he might have got his fourth on that one, but might have given his away to Riley, which isn't a bad thing with 4 minutes to go. First one's no good. Second attempt for Holcomb. That one's up, and that misses everything, so that's going to be a violation going the other way. So Sanderson's going to put the ball into play. Exactly 4 minutes ago, halfway point of the fourth quarter. Laughlin's going to dribble it up across the timeline. Mason's going to pick him up immediately across the timeline. Here the coaches yell and turn him, trying to get him to switch over to his left. Laughlin's got the ball again, being pressured by Mason. Laughlin goes up and steps through and rolls it over the front of the rim for 2. 62-17. Allen's dribbling up across the timeline. Rutland seems to be not playing as high pressure on the outside, allowing Poultney to attack a little bit. Nah, there, I don't think they can give that one away. Chapman just picked up his fourth foul down in the post. Bucket is good. Casati with the good bucket. And now he'll go to shoot one to make it a three-point play. 62-19. So one shot for Poultney. Franco Casati at the line. Shots up off the backboard, no good. Ball comes down to Tyler Sanderson. Gets the ball over to Chapman. Chapman's being ridden down into the corner. Gets it into Sanderson. Sanderson pivots. Pivots again. Kicks it back out to Matt Hart. Matt Hart kicks it across to Chapman. Over to Riley Dow in the short corner. Kicks it back up to Chapman. Chapman puts it on the deck. Finds Hart outside the three-point arc. Mikey Barrett running. Looked like he was trying to set up for a one-handed shot and lost his dribble. Mason driving across line, up and shot, no good. Rebound down to Tyler Sanderson. 2:41 to go here. Chapman coming up across timeline, calls out a play. Gets his players set up, dribbling towards Matt Hart, gives it off to him, cuts through, sets a screen, kicks it over to Mike Barrett. Mikey Barrett running across the top of the three-point arc. Chapman in the corner. Little hesitation, jumps in. Nice jump stop, goes up with it and gets hit on the arm as he's looking to shoot. Looked like at the last second he almost thought about dumping it off to Dow on the backside, and he got fouled on his way up. So Chapman, Wright Chapman at the line to shoot 2. 62-19. First one's up and good. So after Keaton missed that one of his shots in the first quarter on an air ball, I think that now makes him 4 for 4 or 5 for 5. So he's been perfect since then. Entering the game for Poultney is Courier, number 44. First time I believe I've called his name tonight. Second one's up, and that one's good as well. 64-19. Allen's going to bring the ball up across the timeline. kicks the ball over to the new player, who goes through his hands right to Sanderson. Sanderson's gonna throw it across to Chapman. Chapman dribbles up across the timeline. He doesn't have a lot of movement. Kicks it over to Matt Hart. Matt Hart looking to dump it into Sanderson. Chapman dribbles around the corner, dribbles by his man. Nice crossover, kicks it over to Hart. Hart's holding, possessing. Mikey Barrett on the dribble. And, ooh, looks like he might have taken a couple steps there, but no call. Ball's poked away by Mason on Hart, kicks it back to Barrett, and he got him that time. So 1:38 here to go at Hinchy Gymnasium, 64-19, the Golden Horde in the lead. Allen's gonna be running the point, brings it up across the timeline. Ball's thrown in to the high post to Hutchins. Shot's no good, but good hustle by Allen. Picks it up, kicks it across to Mason. Mason's looking at the three. Deep three and buries it. Nice job by Mason. Nobody's back there to help Keaton, Ray Chapman, to get this ball inbounded. Throws it to Mikey Barrett. Mikey Barrett end to end, goes in, throws it up off backboard and good. Ball's brought across the timeline. Allen kicks it down to Courier. Courier back to Allen. Allen steps through, a lot of contact, no call. Dow down in the post. Oh, last touch by Dow. So Poultney with 47 seconds to go here. 66-22. Ball's thrown inbounds by Brooks. Over to Mason. Mason's long on his shot. Matt Hart picks up the rebound, dribbles up across the timeline. Pulls it back down, gets it over to Chapman outside the three-point arc. Dribbles up to the top. Looks like they just want to kill some clock here. Throws over to Barrett. Barrett with a couple dribbles. Throws the ball over the top to Matt Hart. A little bit high. 24.5 seconds to go. West Rutland up 66-22. Ball's thrown over the top by Allen to Brooks, and another pass a little bit too high. Chapman throws it into Dow. Looks like Chapman might just bring it up over the line. They might just kind of kill the clock here. Looks like he's just going to work it. Try to clear the man, keep possession. Riley Dow could have had an easy layup there, just pulls it back out, realizes time and score. Great sportsmanship. Chapman dribbles it out. So final here in West Rutland. West Rutland Golden Horde 66-22. Next up, we'll have the boys varsity teams from Poultney and West Rutland after a short break.